Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to all. Today we'll learn chapter 1, an introduction to information system. It is defined as a set of interrelated components that helps organizations to run the business effectively and efficiently. It has a key role in every organization to achieve goals, improve the way of business conduct, increase the organization profits, satisfying customers, and decision making. Also, it also helps to building the personal career. So let's begin more slide by slide. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is what the value of information is directly linked how it helps the decision makers to achieve the organization goal. So it helps mostly in making a decision, mostly used by managers, organization managers, which they need information system, they need a proper information system for making the decisions. Also helps to improve the way of the business conduct. Okay, it also helps for building a successful personal career. Okay, a specialist in business. Okay, for working on this one information system, you get some knowledge. So this knowledge and experience will help you to build the personal career. Okay, so why are we learning this information system? What is the reason? Okay, why we required to learn the information system, how it will be helpful for every organization, either it's small or large. Let's see this one. Information systems are used in almost every profession, including entrepreneurs, okay, those who run their own business. So they require a good operating the good information system to market goods, the goods and services with the customers. Sales representatives, those who wants to sell their products, okay, they also require the information system to advertise their products and communicate with the customers. Managers, I told you, the managers are required to use this for making a decision. No, the whole organization depends on the decision only. So this information system is very crucial in every organization. So it is useful in every business, maybe a small or large. Okay, it supports in all size of these organizations. In an organization which has different departments, all departments you have their own information systems, such as like it supports an organization has accounting department, or I can say department or business area, a functional area, marketing departments, management departments, finance departments, and many other departments. It helps in every departments in our organization. Okay, so still continues. So it also helps you to build the personal career, like you can achieve your career goals, you can make specialized in information systems, you can get the job, you can earn the promotions, you get more knowledge about information experience. Okay, so you can advance your career, you can promote yourself. So this is so the main core of our chapter is, let's start. What is information system? The definition generally, information system is a set of interrelated, inter means which some components are related to each other. Okay, there is a relationship between each other, a set of interrelated components that means capture, collecting, collect, process, and store and disseminate. Disseminate means output, showing output, spreading. Okay, showing output. So it's a set of interrelated components, means it are component like a system, right? So it will collect, process, store, and disseminate the data. Disseminate the data and information. Also provide the feedback mechanism to meet an objective. Right? What is the objective of the organization? It will provide that. So this is a set of interrelated components that will collect the data, that will process the data, store the data, disseminate the data and information, and also provide the feedback. Okay, so what is feedback mechanism? Yeah, feedback mechanism, just feedback helps organization to achieve their goals. It is mostly used to maintain the stability of the organization. organizations to be stable, because every organization need their feedback, okay, feedback to improve their system. Any errors, anything which can be eliminated, further improvement, quality, okay. That is the main objective of the, or one of the objective of the goal of the organization. Increasing the profits, see, the increasing, it will increase the profits, processing, everything can be improved. Mostly that feedback in input the values, as well as input the data, as well as processing stage only. Second, the organization is striving to recruit the most talented information specialists to keep ahead of the competition. Means every organization has information system specialist which helps their organization for making decision, providing information for analysis, for decisions. So that will be useful in the competitive world. Today's world is very competitive, okay. So in this case it will be more useful information system. See, what is information? So it has, information system has two words, like I can say, it is divided in information and system, right? So let's begin with what is the concept of information. So information is a, I can say, in throughout this material, throughout this book, is one of the central concept. It is a central concept, information, centralized concept, information, and one of the resource, one of the valuable resource of the organization. Sometimes you will use information, data is interchangeably, okay, but there is a real difference between them. What is information? It has some differences between the data, all right. So don't confuse with these two, although sometimes we use data, information interchangeably, okay, for our understanding, for our convenience. So let's see what is data before we process to, before we understand information more. Data is a consists of raw facts. You can say generally facts, okay, such as employee number, total hours worked in a week, inventory part number, your ID number, your name, okay, a video, an audio, a text, anything which is the data. For example, if you have data, like for example, you consider a student. A student has the data. What is the data? A student name, student ID, student GPA, student marks, okay, student address, mobile number, email ID. This is the data, okay. Similarly, employee numbers, number of hours worked. If an employee is working in a company, how many hours he worked in a week, okay. Inventory part number, any storage area, storage area which has material, and there's part number, whatever, okay. That's just a simple example, but that's the data. So data is any type of data. I can say text, maybe it may be a text data, it may be a number data, it's called alphanumeric. It may be audio, it may be video, okay, any media. That's a data. That's called a raw facts. Simply a raw, okay, which has no meaning at all. Just it has a data. That's it. No proper meaning. Okay, it is not organized properly. So let's see how the information, okay, will do this, process this data. The information is a collection of data. So this data, we gather this data, we collect this data and keep it in somewhere, right? We organize this data. So that's called information here. Information is a collection of data organized and processed. It has some applied some logics, algorithms, functions over the data. So it has additional, that is a value. So data has no value at all. So once you take the data, process this data, organize this data, so then it will become the value of the, okay, then it will become a value. That value which will help the organization. Okay, that is called mostly information. Okay, so this is one. So what is the process stage, right? So we see this one as a part of definition of information system, collecting data, okay, and processing data. Second one is process data. So data is a process set of logically related tasks performed to achieve defined outcome. So it has some logical operations we will do some logical related task, okay, on this data, whatever the data you collected, then it will generate and a defined output. What is you required? What is a required outcome you require? Outcome generally it is a mostly output, okay. The process is of defining a relationship among data to create useful information requires knowledge. So this outcome is called a useful information. Now the definition is very clear. You take the data as input, process it, apply some operations, algorithms, programs, logics, then it will generate a useful information. Okay, to generate this useful information, you required knowledge. Of course, you required a experienced specialist. Okay, which will take the data, company input, and process it and generate the output. Now this, so let's see what is knowledge. Okay, knowledge is the awareness. Of course, awareness is knowledge is a skill. I can say knowledge is the awareness and skill which you gain by studying, by education, by practicing theoretically, practically. Okay, so let's see in this book. Knowledge is awareness and understanding the set of information. So what is information, how to utilize the information, what is inside the information, how this information is useful. That is the knowledge, right? And the way the information can be made useful to support specific task or reach decision, right? So a knowledge person, for example, if you have some problems, you will ask a experienced employee in your department. So for any problem, you face any problem, you will ask, you will consult the experienced guy, your superior, who has more experience than he will provide the information how to solve this one. So that's the knowledge, right? So let's see what is the types of data we have. Data is maybe any different types. I can say just now explain you. Alphanumeric data, which is maybe number, letters, text, symbols, audio, image data, video data, different types of image, graphics, pictures, different types, sound, audio, noise, tones. These are all data. Video, moving pictures. These are all the different types of data we have. Okay, we take this data is unorganized. Remember, this data is completely unorganized, no meaning data. It's not completely useful, right? This is just used for input, right? So let's see this, how do you represent this data and information use. Now see here we have data here. So assume this tracks, you can see the railroad tracks, railway tracks. You can say this tracks. How you organize this one? You can organize this way to make a tracks. Now you have data, arrange in some circular way, arrange some with another way. Means whenever you get the data, you can arrange the data, you can organize data in different formats, different use, different thing. Example, I say you get the data, you arrange in tabular format. You receive the data, you arrange in graphical, in graph formats, chart formats. Okay, so this is the way the data is more dynamic. It can change its formats, right? So this output ways, means information will be generated in different ways with inputting different data. Okay, in different ways. So we can represent the data in different ways. That helps organizations, right? Either you generate the data in term, you generate the information. Sorry, they generate the information in different formats. Either tabular formats or chart formats. I can say graphical way, like this one in the track. It is showing in different circle A, and this is another format. Same data. This is the same data, has different perspectives. Okay. So what is this here? Let me move this one here. Yes. Select the data. The first one is you need to capture the data. Select the data. Grab the data. Okay. Then after grabbing the data, okay, organize this data in some tabular format. Second step. The next, applying processing. The next step is organizing the data, then manipulating the data. Third step. This is the main output information. So what is organizing? Keeping in some order, arrange this data. This is the raw data, but it is not organized. You capture this data from different sources, different inputs, different department, different branches. Okay, again you keep organize this data, arrange in some order, so that it can be processed easily. So that by doing some manipulations, operations, tasks, so they'll generate some manipulate. This is for example applying some total here, right? So this is just to represent the data. These are the three steps. Okay, so this process of transforming data into information means it take the data, process the data, then you will get the information, right? So this is transforming the data into information. Means for non-useful means no meaning to